So, here I am, back again for another episode of, well, this thing. And I mentioned last time there's not a whole heck of a lot left that I need to do in this game. I also mentioned last time that I'd be streaming on Thursday, and I did not. For that, I apologize. I was actually working on something else related to Bulbagarden that I had hoped would be up and ready to go today, but alas, it was not. Anyway, since it is the weekend and we are here in the fight area, let me arrange my team a little bit. We'll put Banana Brain back in the PC, we'll move Countess 12 in. Dr. Eggman and Surzaki. My 6 Hall of Famers. And since we are here in the fight area and it is the weekend, let's bother this guy. Dr. Eggman does not need the experience, so we will put Countess 12 in the front. Okay, technically all of my Pokemon need the experience, simply because, well, I do intend to do that rematch with the Elite Four, and Cynthia's dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous, and I could not take her on at the levels that my Pokemon currently are at. Not even close. Speaking of not even close, wow, his levels have not gone up at all, and that's because I believe his levels only specifically go up when dealing with number of times you've battled the Elite Four, which is a shame, but oh well. Defeating Snowy never gets old, so we're gonna do that again. Oh good, you're sending out Heracross. That's a brilliant maneuver, sir. Absolutely brilliant. And the critical hit was probably not necessary, but good work, Countess 12. So yeah, in this episode, obviously we're going to be taking on Mr. Snowy over here. I will also be doing another rematch because it is the weekend. So, wait, why do you put a Quick Claw on Floatzel? I mean, yeah, that ended up working out for you, sort of. But Floatzel's pretty damn fast in the first place. So you'd think you wouldn't have to. Anyway, didn't one-hit KO it, except that it got poisoned, so all's well that ends well. Good, Infernape. Infernape can take an Infernap. Whoa, oh, Focus Sash, right? No Focus Sash. But you're gonna... Well, you're not going to KO me, and you're going to KO yourself with that recoil. I can live with that. You can't. Ali Capona gets a level up. Snorlax is next. Now, I don't know about you, but I think Countess 12's looking a little rough. Could try for a Leech Life. Sure. Snorlax is a Tubbleard, it's got a lot of health. Could have also gone for a U-turn, but eh. What item? Oh, you coveted the Poison Barb? Yeah, I don't know why you coveted the Poison Barb. Anyway, congratulations on getting your first KO. but it's also going to be your last KO. Bye-bye, Snorlax. By the way, if my internet's a little wonky today, that's because we got dumped on by snow, and that's probably interfering with my Wi-Fi signal. As always. Once again, proving that snow does absolutely nothing useful. Speaking of useful, those couple of levels there are helpful. And finally, the weakest member of his team, at least as far as I'm concerned. Well, okay, not the weakest. Heracross would be the weakest, but this is no problem. Toodles. And that does some damage, but I should heal that back with the Shell Bell. And we're done here. Yes, you lost again, and you will continue to lose forever because your Pokemon don't level up. Actually, there is, because that's about as strong as you'll ever get, since I'm not taking on the Elite Four dozens and dozens and dozens of times. But more on that later. I'm going to do one more battle, and then I'm going to get to today's focus, which is going to be the 2 roaming legendary Pokemon. So, let's fly over to Sandgem Town. Because there's another somebody who might want to battle us in Sandgem Town. And I think she might actually be stronger. Sure. Now, I think she's going to be stronger, because as far as I saw, it was just first battle and second battle. Oh no, I think it's... I guess I have to wait until after I battle the Elite Four. Again. Yep. Alright, well, we've seen this already. But I could use the levels. I really could. And the gym battles... I mean, some of the gym battles are relatively easy, but... Man, I hate having to sneeze while I'm streaming. And of course, that's a critical hit, because it's always a critical hit. I did over 50% HP damage to her Frostlass, so I think this should be fine. I wish Crobat would learn Acrobatics. I wish. But it can't. Not by level up, anyway. Magmortar. That's a fun one. And I forgot she had it. Gonna be faster, so might as well U-turn out, do some chip damage. Who do I want? That thing could know an electric move, so Surzaki's out. Ball Eater should be fine. Yep. Very, very, very glad that I switched to Ball Eater and not Surzaki. Ah, Akasha grows to level 77, that's lucky. Empoleon. Empoleon! Well, I guess that does make sense, because it probably knows an ice move, and it certainly knows water moves. On the other hand, no. There we go. Tangrowth. It's a grass type, which means acrobatics. Hey look, it hung on. Tangrowth does have pretty good defense. Ooh, Hyper Beam. That's fun. Also not the right move to have made there, but whatever. Acrobatics. I did have a free turn. I should have gone for the guillotine, but nah. Alright, your last Pokemon. What is your last Pokemon? Clefable. Well, it's good that you believe in your Pokemon. I believe in mine. Yeah, there we go. Bye, Clefable. Did not stand a chance. Good job, Ball Leader. Anyway, I thought she'd be at a higher level this time, but maybe that's post-Elite Four. Or I should say post-Elite Four rematch. Maybe that's post-completing the National Dex. But whatever. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be. I'll have to do a little more research on that, I guess. Meantime, though, I'm going to take out the Caps fan. Put him in instead of Countess 12. And I'm going to bring back Tramontina instead of Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman needs plenty of levels and plenty of love, because Dr. Eggman is going to still be my Lord and Savior against that Garchomp. But Dr. Eggman's not going to be particularly helpful with what's coming next. And speaking of what's coming next, I'm going to head over to Pastoria City. Because I've got some moves that need relearning. Or at least one move that needs relearning. And yes, I'm well aware that I've got berries growing all over the place. It's not worth it. Yes. So let's talk to Ali Capona first. Mean Look. I will teach instead of... That's a good question. I'll teach it instead of Dark Pulse for now. I'll come back and change that back to Dark Pulse probably at some point in the future. But Mean Look is sort of important. And at this point, this guy's not even taking heart scales anymore, which is weird. I've got plenty of them, so... And then for Scyther, or Tramontina, False Swipe. We'll teach that instead of Agility. Perfect. And that's a fairly good moveset for what I have in mind when you combine Caps Fan's Thunder Wave, and Tramontina's False Swipe, and Ali Capona's Mean Look. So what do I have in mind for this episode? Well, I'm gonna try to catch roaming legendaries. Which is always fun. You can see that they pop up. They pop up on that mini-map, on the Marking Map app. And I'm gonna actually go over to Floroma Town. And you can see one of them is just to the south of Floroma Town, so if I go here to Route 205, it doesn't seem to have changed anything. Now it's in Route 205, of course. But you can see every time I change routes, so do the wild roaming legendaries. Now, unfortunately, I was not smart with how I did this. In that I do not have a Pokemon that is low enough level that I can just repel and hope to find the roaming legendary. But, well, that's going to be what it's going to be. Anyway, I don't know how the heck long this is going to take, but it is one of my last major obstacles that I wanted to deal with before taking on the Elite Four Challenge for the second time. Now, one thing I will also point out, as far as this series goes, I need to get my Pokemon up to, hey, there's something here. Is this it? Probably not. No, it's a Shellos. Run away, the Caps fan, run away. This is not worth our time. But yeah, so as far as this series goes, I've explored all of Sinnoh, I've taken out the gym leader rematches, I've shown the battle tower. I've not shown Palmer, but probably won't be doing that. So yeah, it's, you know, again, this series is pretty much coming to a close. The last major things that I wanted to do were the roaming the gym leader rematches, which I took care of last time. I also did end up exploring Route 230, which I hadn't before. I guess that just slipped my mind while I was in the resort area. And then, you know, I had both of the... Well, okay, Dawn's not really a rival, since she only battles you post-game. Aha! Look, Snowy, I make all games look too easy. Anyway, this thing's gonna run away, but not before I paralyze it. Also, I will point out there's going to be a lot of saving in this game. So there's Cresselia. Fleeing always has lower priority. It still shows that it's in this route, or something is in this route, but I don't think that's actually the case. Oh, I can power game a Nuzlocke, Snowy. I can. It just involves being extremely patient, leveling up my Pokemon to astronomically high levels, well before I get to any significant challenge. No level caps. Wait, there is still something here. And it's a Buizel. They do not have level caps. That is an optional rule at best. No, is it in Eterna Forest, or is that actually showing Route 205? I think that's showing in Eterna Forest. I wasn't even aware that they could show up in Eterna Forest. But when the almighty Bidoof stakes claim to an area, you know that area has no more legendaries in it because Bidoof has eaten them all. Or they've all fled before the power of the Bidoof. Anyway, this is what I'm actually going to be doing for most of the time that I'm streaming today, is just running back and forth between Valley Windworks and Route 205. But, I will say, also, Snowy, you did kind of miss last time when I did not power game this very well against Volkner. He was a challenge. So, you know, I'm not invincible. Much as I would like people to believe, I am not invincible. Because when I was in Valley Windworks, this thing was on Route 205. When I was on Route 205, it was in the Valley Windworks. I don't like it. It's Cresselia again. It should still be paralyzed. If it's not still paralyzed, I'm upset. It is still paralyzed. What's my weakest move? No, you know what? X for a quick ball. I do have a plan, like eventually I do intend for both of them to be paralyzed and Tramontina to false swipe them both down to low HP, but... well... actually, you know what? Let me switch Tramontina to the front, because Capsfan right now, there's a 50-50% chance that he's going to be doing nothing. What item do you have? Sticky Barb. I do not want that. I'm going to save, because I feel like that's going to come back to bite me. I don't even know how Tramontina got that Sticky Barb. Shenanigans. Aha! That music. Oh, well, that's unfortunate, Mr. Snowy. But I wish you good luck if you have to move. False swipe. Alright, I can do that a few times before Mesprit is down to 1 HP. But I'm actually doing this a little smarter than I did for my Platinum Let's Play. Like, I'm actually trying to use the whole false swipe method. Unfortunately, I don't have Thunder Wave and False Swipe on the same Pokemon, but it is what it is.